Morning. I had a really bad wobble last night, didn't I?
Yeah.
In the bath.
Terrible. Broke a man.
I was nearly in tears. I really like bodybuilding. I think it's fantastic, and it has made me incredibly mentally resilient and strengthened me within that area. But in order to get to that, you almost have to put yourself in this position where you almost have to accept failure. in the sense that I know my physique isn't at the top level in terms of the classic, and possibly going for the show, the PCA in 2 weeks, is probably not the best move, because I don't know if I can nail condition in time enough. But then you must look back and see how far you've come in such a short space of time. And I think it's very easy to compare yourself to the likes of Chris Bumstead and the top guys in the league. But once you get wrapped up in that, you sort of start spiraling out of control. And like, I was fucking really low. I haven't been that low since, I think, when we come back from Thingy last year. Yeah, it's horrible. It was fucking horrible. It became really mentally... I didn't want to do anything in the bath yesterday. Didn't want to do any client check-ins. Didn't want to compete. Didn't even want to eat. I just thought, I'm so done with this. And it's because it came to such an abrupt end at the NABBA. And the plan this year, as you know, was to qualify for the NABBA British Finals, which is in 5 weeks' time. And if condition wasn't as sharp as it was on Saturday night, that's absolutely fine, because we've got fucking 4 or 5 weeks to really nail something for the British Finals. It's been just completely pulled. And when something gets taken away from you like that, and you've spent 16 weeks, which is a fucking long time out of reality, for it to just get pulled, and then you've got a show in 2 weeks for PCA, which wasn't even... I'm only competing because it's going to be a bit of fun between me and Brandon on stage. So there we go. We've got 2 weeks. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to go to hell for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be dark for the next 2 weeks, and we can see what we can do. And then I'm probably going to book flights to meet El and Ibiza. And tune in and really fucking drop out, because I need to. Let's get back to it. Hey Hans, guess what I've just booked? Ooh. Fly over Sunday, ocean bed, Monday Circo Loco Open in DC10, fly back Tuesday. Thank you, Gano, much love. Should be a blast. Just did 300 calories, so 40 minutes of cardio on the incline treadmill. Treadmill on the incline. Meal number 1, we're having 50 grams of oats with 1 square of dark chocolate and 25 grams of blueberries. We've got 1 scoop of whey, and we've got 150 grams of egg whites. Total calories, or total macros for this meal, are 47 grams of protein, 39 carb and 9 grams of fat, 6 fibre and 6 sugar in there as well. So we're going to have this, or I'm going to have this. We should stop referring to ourselves as we. I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to relax for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to the gym. It's in case I forget my name during training. First session back after the loss. I'm very disappointed. Quad, you right, cripple? All 2019. Can't say cripple. Quads, delts and triceps today with... Bastard. I have, not we have, the new shoulder, the new camera rig is... I want to have a big right shoulder when I go on stage next week. I have prepped my pre-workout, which is the Mega Pre Black, and 1 scoop of Intra EAA Plus by Supplement Needs. Today's session is a quads, delts and triceps. We've got hams, back and biceps, then a rest on Wednesday. Get some deep tissue work done. I'm not going to film today's session, it's the first session back. I just want to get in there and train. I do apologise. Hey, it's me. A fantastic quads, delts and triceps session. We are having a pro fat meal post-workout, which is consisting of 53, I'm just going to continue saying we, aren't I? It just slips out now, I do apologise. I am having a pro fat meal post-workout, which is giving me 53 grams of protein, 4 carb and 12 grams of fat. It is 250 grams of the 5% lean mince and the smoky barbecue seasoning, 1/8. What could I do with an 1/8? Is that what she's wearing to Circo Loco?
Yeah.
Should we all get some sort of vibe going?
Go peach with whole.
Sort of orangey vibes?
Yeah. It's a vibe.
That's going to be a vibe. Meal number 3 in the Big Brother house. It's not really a pro fat meal or a pro carb meal. It's just a protein meal. We've got 300 grams of the chicken mini fillets. We've got a little bit of the Old El Paso seasoning and some peppers, giving us a total macro breakdown of 70 grams of protein, 7 carb and 3 fat. I keep doing it.
It's because you've always done it.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to change it?
Because people don't like it. But fuck people! This sets me up nicely for my evening carb hit, which is the usual 2 toast, the protein toast from Tesco, with some oats. You're okay in the back there sighing?
I'm just fed up.
I know, we'll know you won the marathon, get over it. 10 grams of the dark chocolate by Lindt and 20 grams of the whole earth peanut butter. So as you may know, I've got OCD, not like medically, like self, you know what I mean? It's like self-diagnosed OCD, and I used to shoot with a GH for like a Panasonic GH4, GH5, but then I went and bought a Sony RX100, and then it just made me feel sick because it's like 2 different brands, and I thought, I've hit a new low. So, see? Seeing as that Joe Delaney messaged me to say, how is the Canon EOS R? Hey Joe, it's fantastic. I love it. So now I'm going to go and get a point and shoot because it's a big rig and I don't really want to set that up in King's Gym and have it potentially fall over. And I'm also going to Ibiza in 3 weeks time, and instead of like downgrading to poor iPhone quality, use a little point and shoot. Okay. Curry's is the choice, you can't go wrong with curries. Hey, this is the new G7X. So this will be used for training, must not look up there, training and when we go to Ibiza. And then this one, which is the main one, hey, the EOS R, fantastic. With the Joby 5K, I got the little 1K for wrapping around bars and training. But yes, I'm about to have a one-to-one with Alex Kikel, who will be taking me through the next 2 weeks leading up to the PCA show. He will be peaking me for the Saturday evening show, which should be good. Notebook in hand to give him some notes on how the prep's been so far. Successful call with Alex yesterday. A few changes being tweaked and played around with. So we'll be keeping in testosterone propionate all the way up until the show. We're not pulling any testosterone. We're adding in Proviron at 50 milligrams every day, so picking that up tonight. And then in terms of sodium, keeping that at 1.5 grams per day, potassium 3 grams a day, water at 2.5 litres per day. And then we'll get some pictures sent over every day. Hey.
Hi, mate.
Hey, I'm on the Canon.
Ooh. Wait till I get my hair cut. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? The size of your leg. So, Tom. We both come fifth.
What happened to you?
And I come fifth, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you came fifth as well.
Shit trophy, didn't you?
Mo Farah came fifth.
Yeah, all the grades, sir.
It's here. MVP 2.0. I'm going to leave the video there. Alex has sent over the peaking protocol for next week, starting from tomorrow, which is 9 days out. This looks tough, and I wanted to choose someone with a bit of experience when it comes down to contest prepping, in particular the peak week, just to get an idea, not necessarily base and follow it to the T, but what Alex has got me on from 9 days out, 8 days out, 7 days out is 75 grams of carbs. I'm then depleting for a further 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then I'll get one spike, one high carb spike, which is 450 grams, and then at 1 day out I protein load, so no carb and no fat, which I'm not bashing Alex here. I think he's fantastic. I follow him on Instagram. I just wanted to see what angle someone else would come from, but I don't know whether following a protocol in which I only have one high carb spike 2 days out from a show is going to benefit my physique. So it's a tricky situation to be in, because what I did was last week pretty much backloaded, and my physique tends to look a lot better in the early stages of the week when my carbs are quite low. So with that in mind, and going back through my very first peak week with Shredded by Science with Luke Johnson, who had me on a front load, which was essentially depleting tomorrow for a few days, and then I have my first initial spike on the Tuesday of 450, and then I slowly taper my carbs back down, and then have another higher carb spike, not as high as the initial one, and then we see how we look on show day. So it's a tricky situation to be in, and if anyone's listening or watching, or any coaches out there, I'd very much appreciate your feedback. I think it's great. I know it's a bit of a grey area when it comes down to discussing coaches and things like that, but we shall see. I'm still going to continue digging deep for a few more days, and then more than likely have a high carb spike, speak to Alex and see what he says, and maybe get some input from elsewhere. I'm training with Callum on Friday for the member site, so that'll be a good video. But I'm going to leave it there. We shall continue digging deep. Weight again down 0.5 kilos since show, so we're getting there, doing as much as possible to get these legs in. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering. Thank you for watching. Any comments, questions, tap away below. A Q&A is coming very, very soon. I put it on my Instagram. I'll leave it there. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, good night. Much love. Much love.